Look at this spring roll. Let's prep our herb. As you can see, it's super caramelized. I give her a roly roll. Here we have our salmon spring rolls with our... Hey guys, it's your girl Rochelle, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be making a super light, easy, and fast lunch or dinner idea, which is going to be a salmon spring roll today. This is definitely super customizable, so you can put whatever types of veggies you like in this one. You can make it a little bit more high carb or low carb if you like. This one that we're going to be making today is going to be a low carb, high protein spring roll. And the ingredients we're going to be using for this spring roll are going to be, of course, rice paper, some salmon. For the veggies, we're going to be using buttered lettuce, avocado, cucumber, carrots, jalapenos. And for herbs, we're going to be using mint, cilantro, and basil this evening. And this is all going to be served with a nice and easy peanut sauce. This is something you can whip up pretty fast. Like I said, have it chilled or warm for lunch or dinner, your preference. I've been killing this meal lately, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So come along and let's get cooking. Alrighty guys, so first thing we're going to do is prepare our salmon. So I'm going to cut this into just some slices here. So I'm gonna cut this. So yeah, about this size of a slice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the rest of my salmon. Bam. I am going to season my salmon now. First, I'm going to be using a little bit of salt. I'll be using some pepper, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and I'm just going to put just a tiny bit of oil just so I can spread the marinade, spread the seasoning onto the fish. Nice, and just seasoned lightly. I'm going to be air frying my salmon, so this is my air fryer rack. I'm just going to lay the salmon down on the rack. So we have our salmon on the rack now, and I'm just going to top it off with a Japanese barbecue sauce. So I'm just going to be using this, and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit over the top to give it like a teriyaki kind of a glaze kind of vibe. Yeah, just like this. I have a little bit of gochujang, and I'm also going to add that to the top of this. So I'm just gonna scoop a little gochujang into a separate bowl and literally just smear a little bit of gochujang on my salmon because I want mine to have like a little spiciness. So this is just gonna be our salmon. I'm gonna throw this bad boy in the air fryer, and we're going to wash our cutting board and get started with our veggies. First thing I'm going to chop up is going to be our cucumber. I'm just going to slice off the bottoms and kind of do them like little matchstick styles. So bam, we have our cucumbers cut up. I'm just gonna put them to the side. Next item is just gonna be some carrots. I already had these little baby carrots in my fridge, so I'm just gonna use these. And I'm just gonna cut them into little sticks. This will be enough carrots for our spring rolls. Next thing I'm going to be using is a jalapeno. I like my stuff a little spicy, so I do like having jalapenos in mine. Yeah, we got some sliced jalapeno there. Next, we're going to be using some avocado. And of course, we're just gonna cut that bad boy in half. There. And I'm just going to make some slices in the avocado, and I'm just gonna scoop that out with a spoon whenever I'm ready to, you know, assemble my wrap. Wow. And then I'm just gonna set that to the side. Let's prep our herbs. Herbs are key to adding tons of flavor into this. So let's go ahead and separate this. So the first herb we're going to be looking at is going to be some mint. And up to you how much you want to use. All of my herbs, I already washed them. And I don't like too much mint in this because I'm not a super big mint fan. So I am going to do about 4 leaves of mint, and I'm going to be making, I'm going to use a little bit of mint. Just pluck that bad boy. This is going to be some basil. This is red basil. I feel like it's like more similar to maybe Thai basil, not sure. But I do like the basil flavor in this, so I am going to use a little bit more basil. And we're literally just plucking the herbs off of here, and we're just going to throw these bad boys into our spring roll. So plow. We have basil. And last but not least, cilantro. Cilantro is my favorite in here, so I'm personally going to put a lot of cilantro into my wrap. There go our herbs for our spring rolls. We have mint, we have basil, we have cilantro. And then of course we have our buttered lettuce that we're going to be using. We're just gonna take a handful of this and add it to our spring roll. Now that everything is prepped, let's make our sauce. So I've taken our salmon out of the air fryer. As you can see, it's super caramelized, especially from that teriyaki sauce really cooking. So it's gonna have like a nice, crispy, sweet flavor. I'm gonna let this cool while we make our sauce. All right, let's make the sauce. It's super duper easy. So we're gonna be starting off with, I'm eyeballing everything. So I'm doing about a tablespoon of hoisin, a tablespoon of peanut butter. And of course you can tweak this to your preference. If you don't like a lot of peanut butter, you don't have to use a lot of peanut butter. I'm actually gonna put one more tiny scoop of peanut butter in there. I'm going to be adding also a little bit of sweet chili sauce. So almost like equal parts. I'm gonna mix this bad boy together. And then as you can see, it's really, really thick. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of water to help loosen the sauce a little bit. So, and this is just on preference. So however thick or loose you like it, you do that. For a taste. Really good. Really, really, really good. And this is going to be our dipping sauce for the spring rolls. Alrighty guys, so a big part of the spring rolls is just pretty much the prep. So once you've cooked your salmon, here we have our salmon cooked up, we have our slices here nice and ready. We have all of our nice vegetables chopped up and ready to go as well. We have our herbs separated. We have our lettuce here. And this is what you need, this prep station going on, because you don't want your rice paper to rip. So you kind of got to move fast. So here we just have some warm water. And we have our spring paper wraps. You can use whatever wraps you have on hand. These are just the spring wraps that I do have today. These are Blue Dragon spring roll wrappers. Like literally basic spring roll wrappers. So to start, have our spring roll sheet. I'm literally just gonna put in the water really quick. Like just twirl it around. If you leave it in the water too long, that's when it has the tendency to want to like rip. So just make sure all the surface is wet, and then I like to kind of like shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. Yep, kind of get any of the extra moisture out, and then we're ready. You're gonna put that down on your paper. I like to always start with the lettuce base. So I'm just gonna grab some lettuce, throw that bad boy right here in the middle. Bam, bam. We got our lettuce. Then I like to go in with our veg. So a handful of cucumber. Just gonna go right in there like this. A handful of jalapenos. I like it kind of spicy, so I'm putting quite a few jalapenos in there. Next, I'm gonna add our carrots. And like I said, you can mix and match, build this however you'd like. That's good on the carrots. For some reason, my rolls be always coming out super fat. Maybe because I'm just greedy and I be trying to really stuff it. But yeah, next I'm just gonna scoop out a little bit of avocado. Just gonna add that there. Some nice avocado. All right. And then we're going to add our herbs. So like I said, for the mint, I use just a little bit of chop so I can kind of sprinkle it around like that. Cilantro, I love the cilantro flavor in there. So I'm gonna put a good amount of cilantro in mine. Just stuff it with cilantro. And then last, our little basil leaf. Put that bad boy right on top like this. All right. As you can see, our spring roll is kind of high. So I'm gonna use a smaller piece of salmon. We have the salmon. I like to use the glazed side down so that you can kind of see it when I roll it. All right, now let's roll it. Start from the bottom. You're just gonna kind of tuck it. Then you hit the sides of them bad boys. You're gonna tuck the side in. Tuck the side in. Tuck the side in. And I put my salmon above the herbs so that I'm kind of rolling it on top of the salmon so that the salmon appears on top. And you just roll it nice and snug and tight. And once the rice paper touches it, it's kind of like sealed because it's nice and sticky. And platow, you got a spring roll. Look at it. You can see the salmon right here on top. And you have a fire spring roll. Look at that. Here we have our salmon spring rolls with our peanut sauce. All right, guys, that's it. Here we have our delicious salmon spring rolls. These are busting. And don't be greedy like me, because one of them, low-key, is busting open. I'm overstuffed up like myself, because then they'll bust. But other than that, look at this. Look at it. It looks so good, doesn't it? So you gotta give it a try, right? We have our peanut dipping sauce here. Give it a little dipperton. Bon appetito. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Amazing. It's so herbaceous from the mint, the basil, the cilantro. Of course, the crispiness from the veggies in there. Just the meat, salmon flavor with the gochujang and the jalapeno, so it's a little spicy. With the peanut sauce. Bro, when I say I've been tearing these up, I've been tearing these up. So yeah, guys, super easy, super delicious. A quick, high protein, high veg lunch or dinner idea. You can just throw this in the middle of the week. You can use whatever leftover veggies you have and just throw it in there. Any leftover protein, you can mix this up however you'd like. It's bomb, y'all. Give it a try. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Some super fun and easy, high protein, low carb salmon spring rolls. Bursin. Do you know what bursin mean? That mean that thing good as heck. Give it a try. See y'all in the next video. Super easy. Look at this. You can just salad in a roll. Salad in your hand. Salad in your hand. Salad in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Salad in your hand. So